cmpradio.no. It's the station.
Yo. What's up, family? About to have a awesome interview, man. I'm gonna sit here and talk to the ruler. He wants to talk about why he's changing the narrative. Why does the narrative need to be changed? But first, let's understand who you are, where you from, and why do you see change being necessary for the city of Chester?
What's going on, world? I'm talking to the world here because
Right.
it's just not about Chester, you know what I mean? I
Let's
want
go.
the whole world
Let's
to change
go.
the narrative. You
Absolutely.
understand me? So I'm the ruler. I'm from Chester, Pennsylvania, man. I grew up in Chester all my life. I'm 23 years old. You know what I mean? My whole family from Chester, you understand me? You know what I mean? So growing up in Chester, to me, it got its peaks. It's hot and cold, you know what I mean? It can be either real crazy or it can be cool. Everybody can be cool. Stuff can be dangerous. Stuff can be loving. You know what I mean? But, you know, Chester what makes Chester, you know what I mean? We all love on each other once in a while, you know, things like that. So what I'm going to say is, man, I grew up in a ruthless environment, but I didn't let that environment make me, you know what I mean? I made the best out of my environment, I would say. You understand me?
Right.
So that's pretty much, you know.
Let's talk about your childhood, like mom and dad, like explain that, right? Because I think for someone, first, not to cut you off, for someone to understand that things need to change, they need to see something where things were different.
Exactly.
They have to see a difference somewhere, right? That's the only way somebody can understand something needs to change. If you've never seen anybody do anything, how can you know that you can do it?
Exactly.
Right? So explain that to me.
So the way I grew up, I was fortunate enough to have two parents in my life. I had a father in my life that just wasn't just my father because he had a baby with my mom. He actually played a good role in my life of being a father. He taught me how to be a man. He taught me morals, respect, honor, you know what I mean? And things like that. Like, my father was a hard-working man, you know what I mean? So he taught me, you know, to respect the working man first and not the street guy. Right. So I grew up on that, you know what I mean? So I really want to be the example for young kids that's growing up in Chester, man.
Right.
Because I grew up with that love, that passion, that care, you know, that structure in the household, whereas though we all want it, you know what I mean?
Right.
So that's what I want to be on. That's what I want to push. Day in and day out, you know, even on social media platforms, even the new rap, everything is like, it's all negative.
Right.
Nobody treat nobody with respect. I mean, these kids go from 10 years old to 20 years old. There's no in between. Like, so, and then most kids grow up, they don't have a father figure in their life. And if they do got a dad, you know, he either dead or in jail, or he just a deadbeat. We're going to call it like that. We're going to call it what it is. So,
or somebody could see him as a deadbeat. He's not really a deadbeat. It takes, it's hard. Listen, one thing I've learned over the last 6 or 7 years, when the father's struggling, he's a deadbeat.
Yeah.
The mom's struggling, she's doing her best.
Exactly.
And I'm not knocking her.
And they go both ways.
I've never heard a mom being called a deadbeat, and I know a lot of deadbeat mothers.
Yeah,
You know what
exactly.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm not saying don't put the pressure, because listen, we men, we can handle the pressure.
Exactly.
I don't mind nobody calling me something. If you feel like I fit into that mold, then that's how you feel about me. I understand that.
Everybody is entitled to their own opinion.
But you have some men out here that are trying, because you have to build yourself up before you can give anything out.
Exactly.
Right? So go ahead, carry on.
But yeah, like I was saying, you gotta have that structure. And if you don't have the structure, this is my whole thing, changing the narrative. If that structure is not inside the household, you should be able to go outside in your community and see that structure.
Right.
So my thing is, by doing what I did when I gave out the giveaway cases of water to the community, when I gave out the school supplies, when I gave out gifts to the kids, it was to bring the love and joy, and not only for the kids to see that I'm doing that for them, but for people my age to see the blowback from that. You know what I mean? To see that it's okay to be honorable and still be cool. You can still get a fresh cut, put a fly lay on, and still be real though. It ain't just about money and drugs and all that. You know what I mean? So people forget the whole concept of life. It's about mentality. You know what I mean? Mentality supersedes everything in life. You gotta understand that.
How old are you?
I'm 23 years old.
Damn.
Yeah, so mentality is your best judgment. When you looking at somebody's point of view or perspective, you want to judge them by their character, man.
Right.
That means
that's all you can judge anybody by.
If
you're judging them based on the amount of money that they have, that'll change.
Yeah.
If you judge them based on by the clothes that they dress with, that'll change.
Exactly.
The car that they drive, that'll change.
That'll change.
The character is the one thing
Real
that they
is
will
what's in
always.
you. Yeah.
You can't change character.
See, listen, man. A lot of people is fabricated. You know what I mean? And that's nobody wants to hear this, but I'm gonna be honest.
Go ahead.
A lot of people is fabricated. So people think real is what's on somebody and not what's in them. Oh, he got a chain. He's real. He get
real.
money. He's real.
Right,
that don't mean he's real. A lot of these dudes
Right.
get money, but they don't respect their parents.
No integrity.
No integrity. No honor. No nothing.
No nothing.
They don't care about nothing but they self. They call selfish people. You know what I mean? So that's how we do that.
Damn.
You understand me?
23 years old, bro.
Yeah, about mentality. Like I always when I was younger. I'm not gonna say tease, but people always joked about, oh man, you swear you're old head. You swear you're old. It always got that. To this day, I get it. You know what I mean? You swear you was old. But it's not even that. It's just, I was into character. Like, I did what I wanted to do.
Right.
I like what I wanted to like. If I like old music, that's something
That's
I like.
what I like. Right,
I'm going to come through banging it. No matter what you say. You know what
Absolutely.
I mean? I'm going to come through banging it. I don't care if it's my mom era, my dad era, my grandma. If I like it, I like it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, like, I go by my own narrative.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right.
So I want to just change the narrative and just let people know that it's okay to still be cool and do real things and be honorable. And still, these kids need a childhood, man. You got dudes my age letting it be okay for kids to smoke weed. 10 years old, 11, 12 years old, smoking weed.
Where you taking that from?
11, 12 years old, 13 years old, little girl shaking their behind.
Right.
We don't do that, man. We got to stand on principles and morals.
We got to. So you decided to take your money, or whatever money, however you got the money together, to go out there and buy basketballs, a basketball court, school supplies. While you were doing this, right, what did you think was going to happen, number one, and how did you think you would be perceived by the community after doing that?
See, when I put this thing together, I did it out of the kindness of my heart, first and foremost, and I got in touch with Yes Guy, and I told him I want him to film this because people always tell me, if you're doing something positive, why do you film it? Right. Why you can't just do it, in private, you know what I mean, like that. But my thing is, people post negativity every day on these social media platforms.
Yes, they do. Yes,
so if I push positivity, that's the only way I can show an example that I'm 23 years old doing positive things that you really don't see day in and day out.
No, you don't.
But you see people, like I said in my video, you see people 35 and over, 45 and over, 55 and over, 65 and over, doing positive things. This is something we used to since we was younger. Yeah. We used to seeing grandmoms, grandpops, elderly people giving out school supplies. It really, I'm not gonna say it don't mean nothing, like we don't appreciate when they do it, but it's not as big when you see somebody young already getting judged for being a criminal. You know what I mean? You already getting judged to be a savage out here in the streets. Like you don't care, like you don't got no respect. So I wanted to change the narrative for people my age to show you that it is honorable 23-year-olds and 24-year-olds and 25-year-olds, man. We are honorable. It's some of us out here. So I just wanted people to see that, especially where I come from. You know what I mean? People that I got friends that's outside in Chester like that, in neighborhoods and stuff like that. I wanted them to see it. I'm just like you. Right. But look what I did. I did something honorable. I made people happy. I mean, so my thing is, my gift and what makes me happy is when I make other people smile, man. You gotta want to.
So I know that wasn't the first time you ever gave back anything to the community, right? Because it was so much stuff that you gave, right? But what was the first time you did something nice for somebody else in your community and you realized, damn, we need to see more of that?
The first time, well, I'm gonna tell you a story. So I was landscaping with my dad years ago. I was 12 years old, and me and my dad was landscaping together. We cutting grass. A car come past, and a guy that knew my dad, he said, yo, Ruler, what's going on? That's nice that I see you and your son, cutting lawns together. So then he was getting like kind of emotional about it, and I was wondering why. I'm 12 years old, so I'm wondering like what's making him get all emotional about this. So man, just for him seeing a father and son cutting grass together, he gifted my dad $200 just off the strength, and he was just driving past on a humbug. So when I seen that at 12 years old, it made me just want to just give to people just to help them out, even if it was just little things like that. If I'm able to give it, I'm give it.
I'm gonna give it.
But like you said before, you can't help nobody else till you help yourself. So when it's like if you pour water in a cup, right? You pour water in the cup. As you pour water in the cup, once it start overfill and splash all over the place, that's when I'm able to give because my cup was filled.
Right.
So that's the narrative I live by. If my cup filled and I got some extra thing, I'd rather just give because I get my provisions from God. And He's telling me
you get your
get my provisions from God.
Let's go.
You understand?
Let's go.
I mean,
so I'm big on the giving. I'm big on positivity, right? The radio station stands for Cultivating Mature Positivity. We started this radio station in 2017, right? And I believe that most of the people in our community are positive, right? But the positive people are underground. The negative people are running Facebook and Instagram and all that stuff, right? But when something positive pops up, and when I saw the post, I saw what Kev put up. I said, Kev, have him call me.
Exactly.
I want to interview him, right? I want to talk to him. I want to see why he really did that, right? Because I'm all for the community, right? And I've done a lot, and I will continue to do everything I can do for the community. But to see what you did, I've not been able to do that.
Exactly.
Right? So that was like, man, how old is he? Kev like, man, he like 22, 21. I said, what? Stop playing.
Exactly.
He was like, yo, you remember because you see my video and yes, God.
Yeah, that was
and
me.
I went back and I looked at that joint and I said,
man.
damn, that's him. He was like, yo, bro, he real.
Yeah.
You feel me?
You
Me and Kev, when we talk, right? And he was like, yo, I want you to, you definitely got to talk to him.
Yeah.
And I understand, but you just said your provisions. And a lot of people don't understand, like, the things that are given to you are God gifts.
It's God gifts.
If you don't chase your passion, right? With a purpose. Like if you're not driven to your passion by purpose, right? Then you'll never get anything, right?
Exactly.
And we were talking about that a couple seconds ago.
Yeah.
He's like everybody doing everything that they see on Facebook, not knowing that you gotta chase that joint.
Listen, man, I tell a friend of mine all the time, right? You gotta wanna do stuff. Like you can't just look at, okay, I'm gonna be honest, right? Everybody wanna be an entrepreneur. But the reality of life, 85, 90% of people aren't going to be an entrepreneur because they looking at the reward.
Right.
See, people tend to respect the reward before the hard work. And that's not reality, man.
Not.
When you running your own business, you might
hard.
be doing 16, 17, 18 hours a day.
Shit.
With no sleep.
No sleep.
But this is what people see. They see the blowback from somebody that do have like a real estate business or car rental business, any type of business, a beauty salon business. They see that this person able to go to Miami trips. They see that this person able to get Fendi bags. They see this person get Lloyd bags.
I'm doing that.
They seeing all these things. They see the guys go out to Miami and get the Rolls Royce rental. So they see all these things and they want that. They want the reward from it. So you're like, okay, what you call it? They do real estate. Let me hop in real estate and do. But you think real estate gonna be that easy?
No,
First of all, for you to be good at anything you do, you gotta have a passion for it, man. And I believe that you gotta want to do it. You gotta want to do it. Like giving back to the community, I want to do that because I want to see a change.
Right.
I mean, I want to see a change. I'm tired of the youth ages 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 just lose their childhood because they see they big brother friends, they see their brothers, they see their cousins, they see all types of people in the community just showing them nothing but negativity. None of that is honorable.
None of it.
You don't show no kid no negativity. My parents never, when I was younger, never drunk around me, never smoked weed around me. And I'm not saying that, oh, you don't make mistakes or let your kids see certain things, but they are the structured things. When kids see stuff when they're younger, they tend to remember those things and do it as they get older.
Absolutely.
And that's not things you want to teach your kids right from wrong. Right. I'm not telling them don't let them see wrong, but let them know that it is wrong.
Right.
That's the only way they'll know.
Right.
You got to let them know. Stop letting them think that things are okay when they not.
Come on, man. This is I don't know. Just talking to you, it gives me hope because I haven't talked to anyone your age.
Exactly.
In a long time, right? And I thought maybe, oh man, they ain't worried about changing the narrative. They're not worried about, and to see that video and to see you speaking during the video.
Exactly.
And telling people what can happen and showing people how we can change and giving a shout out to because that wasn't your neighborhood you were in.
Nah, that wasn't my neighborhood.
That's not where you grew up.
Nah.
I could see if you would have did it just where you grew up. You know what I mean? You went to a whole nother neighborhood.
I went straight to the projects, man. That's the all as you can, door to door to the projects, man, where they needed at the bottom. You understand me?
Right.
I mean, went straight down to the projects, man. And them boys in that project, man, they supported that, man. They supported it, man. They gave me leeway to walk through their project and support this narrative, man. I know a lot of them guys, you know, they was with it. And they understood the message I was trying to send, and hopefully that changed them.
Absolutely.
Understand me? Hopefully that changed them, because that's the most important part, man. It's the narrative changes everybody. It changed the parent, changed the kid, and it changed everybody that's around that environment.
Right.
You understand me? So that's what we moving on.
I know with me coming up, I saw the drug dealers in the area doing for their community.
Exactly.
So I was like, shit, if he taking, I'd rather do what he's doing.
I'd rather do what he's doing, right?
I think what we've had is we don't have any old heads telling the young bulls, or we don't have the young bulls willing to be taught by the old heads.
Exactly.
The old heads that are out here, yeah, have they fallen? Absolutely.
Yeah.
I would listen to a homeless person tell me their story on how they messed up their life.
Exactly. And learn.
Then I would listen to somebody with a whole bunch of money tell me their story of how they gained money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because 9 times out of 10 they lying.
They lying. Yeah.
You feel me? But that homeless person gonna tell you, bro, like I messed up.
The truth. Yeah.
I messed up. Like I got addicted to what I was selling. Exactly. You feel me? I started playing around with the chicks and
that's real.
And ain't care. And then I stopped getting up every morning and chasing it the way I was once chasing it.
And the most important thing, man, you gotta focus on your purpose in life, man. You gotta focus on it. Everybody has to have a purpose in life. That's what's going to keep you. See, people think just life is about just getting money.
No, it's not.
It's not about getting money. First of all, you got to have a purpose to get money.
Right.
The purpose give you the drive to keep going to get money.
Right.
That's got to be something that you want to really do, man. That's the only thing that's going to pay out for you.
I want to say this, and I'm not knocking anybody, and I'm not telling anybody they're not special, but everybody's not born with a purpose.
Exactly.
Right. Some people are born just to do what they do.
Do what they do.
But those
to be examples for other people.
Right.
You understand me?
But those people that are born with a purpose, they have a God-given ability to just do what they need to do and get it done. Right? So when you see that, like you said, you see the trips, you see the things on the other side, you're like, I'm going to do what he's doing. But if you don't really if God didn't really put it in front of you and say, yo, I need you to do this.
Yeah.
And you're not going to know. You're just going to wake up one morning. I woke up, man, 36 years old after I seen the therapist and said, I'm going to start a radio station in the city of Chester. No job, no money, quit my job, walked out on my job, stopped hustling.
Yeah.
And just jumped inside of this joint, bro.
So
6 years.
That's something you wanted to do.
Every day.
That's something you wanted to do.
That's something that I still want to do.
Yeah.
That's something that I never want to stop doing, right?
But
I want other people to understand, like, the first communication was a radio. People sat around a radio to hear stories.
Yeah, you just heard a voice.
You feel me? You just heard a voice, but you can close your, if you have and that's one thing I needed to reinvigorate that imagination in our children.
Exactly.
Imagination can take you so many places.
Yeah, man.
Just like reading a book.
Listen, don't visions don't come to your head for no reason, man. A lot of these visions came, and sometimes I ask myself, like, what made me do that? I'm 23 years old. Like, the average 23-year-old is not doing these things. What made me do that? I said, man, it's God, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? I get my provisions from God, like I said, man.
Pushing you.
And
and every time you give out, more stuff fall in your lap.
Exactly.
I'm sure after you got done that joint, somebody probably hit you up and say, yo, I'm trying to help you out. You feel
exactly,
me? I
man.
got some money for you. You feel me? Like,
and guess what, man? It's a blessing because a lot of them people was people my age, man. And that's what I wanted. Right. I want the whole city to do it, man. Right. And I want to keep doing it. Man. But my thing is, I just don't want to show kids that, I'm just going to keep giving you something. We got to build structures in these things and make these kids earners.
Absolutely.
We got to make them earners, man. You got to work for it. So I'm not coming through like I'm some type of guy like every month's Christmas.
Right.
No. I just want to show you that.
Where your report card at?
Where your report card at? Right.
You going to school, you being respectable,
exactly.
Can you have good citizenship?
Because we teach you honor and morals.
Yeah,
we teach you morals.
That's what it's all about. You know and there's nothing wrong with that. Rewarding good behavior versus
exactly. Because it make you an earner. If somebody know they're going to get something for something, they're going to do good. They're going to follow the procedure. Right. They're going to follow the procedure. Word is bond.
I remember I always wanted to hang out. I go up to the old head. I'm like, yo, man, can what's up, man? You going to put me on? He said, man, Pierre, you are a nerd.
Yeah.
Straight up. You love books. You love to read.
Yeah.
Bring me your report card. If your report card right, I get you a bottle. You can hang out with us tonight.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Brought him my report card, all A's. He got me a bottle. I was drunk as shit on the block.
And ain't nothing wrong with reading, man, because knowledge is power.
From that point on, I always took him out. You'll bring me that report card, make sure it look right, and I got you.
Exactly.
You feel me? So
exactly. Yeah,
I'd rather be an earner. I'd rather earn what I'm giving.
You want to be an earner and a learner, man.
Right.
You know, that's what's important. People got to understand, man, learning every day. Because people think learning just stop when high school over or college is over.
No shit.
You know what I mean? That don't just stop.
Learning for the rest of your life.
Yeah, you got to learn.
And you're going to fail.
And you're going to fail.
And you're going to learn when you fail.
You got to be confident, man.
You learn more from your failures than your victories.
Exactly.
When you win, you just like, yeah, I did that. I'm the best. But when you lose, you're like, damn, I got to do this. I got to do this better. Yeah. If I just focus on this right here, I can do it. So you're learning. It's not a loss.
A true value, man, is only judged during failures and controversy and things like that and challenges, man. You know what I mean?
How old are you?
I'm 23 years old, man. I mean, I'm proud to say, like, some people like to fake their ages. We pass that dead era. People want to be older than what they is, but I'm glad to be 23 years old, man, feeling like this, man, because it's like, what's next? I just want to keep elevating, man. You understand me?
Everything. I'm telling you right now from experience, bro, everything is next. You understand me? Everything is next. There's nothing that's out of the realm for you. If you continue down this path that you're going, you bring some of your brothers. And listen, man, you're going to lose some people.
Exactly.
God give you a blessing, bro. He give you a blessing only to let it motivate people. And people don't motivate the way he wants them to. He will put you in isolation, bro. He will make you be by yourself and understand everything that you've done. Because then when he lets you out of that joint, you golden, bro.
You golden, man. We talk, man, a friend of mine, we talk about it every day, man. You lose friends. Depending on, sometimes, when you're going in a positive direction, you lose friends. Right. Like I was telling you before, sometimes you got to realize when you don't fit into somebody else's world. Everything's a problem that they doing to you. Man, why they doing that? Man, why they doing this? Them boys being dishonorable. They not being honorable. But if it's several of them, if it's a group of 10 guys that you got an issue with what they doing, and you only one person, you're the problem. You're the problem. You got to go. Right. You're in their world. Right. Remove yourself. Remove yourself. And I had to learn that the hard way, man. But I'm fortunate that I removed myself early, so nothing, be on my demise and nothing like that, man.
Yeah, I ain't removed myself early, but I did dip. I did leave. Yeah. People say, you went from, I was on the west side and I went to the east side, and I could play both sides. I never really stuck in anywhere, and I never let anybody really hang around me.
Exactly.
Right? Because I was suicidal, keep it a buck. I was trying to die, right? So everything that I was doing was about death. But when I went upstate, I realized that if I don't die, I gotta live like this.
You gotta live, yeah.
And them doors shut behind me, bro.
Ain't no way to live, man.
Never again. You feel me?
Man.
Never again. I didn't really want to associate with nobody. I'm good. I'm going home. I go home, I'll fix everything that I fucked up. I promise you I will. I ain't smoking no more. I'm going to chill. I'm going to stop being, I'm going to stop getting drunk. I'm going to stop doing everything that I'm doing. But I have an addictive personality, so it was hard for me. Yeah. You feel me? I came home. The casino was just opened up, you feel me?
Went right down Harris.
Right down Harris. Stayed down that joint, you feel me? Chasing down that joint, you feel me? Then things started to go the way I needed them to go, and then life just expanded on me real quick, and I wasn't ready for it. But I understand, changing. I wish I could have changed at 23. 23 is when my daughter was born. Yeah. Right? I'm 43 now. Okay. So that's 20 years ago. Okay. You feel me? 20 years ago, I was your age.
You was my age.
And I was thinking the same way you were, but I didn't have nobody to tell me how special that was. Yeah. So I'm going to tell you right now, you feel me? The fact that you thinking like this at 23, you're special.
Appreciate that, bro.
You feel me? You keep moving, right? You thank your dad and your mom, bro.
Yeah, man.
You feel me?
I had a good structured household, man. And that's the foundation, man. You understand me? So, what goes on in the household, I exploded that to the world, which was good. Don't get me wrong, nobody has a perfect inner household.
Right. Nobody does.
Every household go through their struggles. Right. But I was actually fortunate to have a man in my life, man. Like a man that was a father to me, man. So I'm appreciative of that.
Yeah, you gotta be. You gotta be appreciative, and you also have to be appreciative to your community, because you're reaching out to young children and you're telling them how to be men of honor, how to be men of integrity, how to be men of consequences and choice, and how to be men of accountability. Everybody say, oh, we can't hold the women accountable, so why we got to be accountable? Because it starts with us. I say it starts with the men. You want to change anything, start with the men. Don't worry about how the females are judging you. Right now, we're saying the women don't let the men in the house to be a father. Well, stand outside the door and be a father.
And stand outside.
Walk your son to school and make sure you let him know. You feel me?
Yeah,
like take that 15, 20 minutes out your day to make sure you.
It's always up to 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 you. You ain't allowed to go in the house. All right, wait outside for him by the bus stop.
Wait 3 minutes down the street, man.
Tell your daughters.
Tell her walk to you.
Listen,
it's
hard, but a lot of people not willing to do those things. But those little things add up, bro. They add up to big things later on in life.
Yeah, because one thing a child gonna remember, they gonna remember all that. Did you try? You didn't try, and they tend to blame you. And sometimes they not wrong for blaming somebody because the father is there for the father that is around, and you not putting in the effort. You know. Right. You can't get mad if your child blames you. No, you there. You're home.
No, my kids mad at me. I know why my kids are mad at me. Because I wasn't capable of being the man that they thought I was. Okay. So I dropped the ball in raising my kids. I cheated.
Okay.
Had other kids. But I got other kids to take care of.
Exactly.
You feel me? So
yeah, they still your kids at the end of the day.
Still my
like
children.
I said, man, everybody make mistakes.
Everybody
man.
do, right? But you don't keep on doing it.
You don't
right?
keep on
you don't keep on doing it.
I mean, you ain't learning from it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You ain't learning from it at all.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So I'm super proud of you, brother. I want to tell you, keep doing what you're doing. Any way I can help you, bro. You got the radio station. I don't know what that means. Man. You want to come through here. You want to do a podcast. You got some brothers you want to talk to. Yeah. Get some brothers to understand what it's like to have honor. You feel me?
Man.
I was gonna start this group a couple months back. We was gonna call it Infinite Men of Honor.
Okay.
You feel
me?
Like that. I love it because it's getting our brothers together, and it's picking our brothers up.
This is what I want to say.
It's holding our brothers accountable.
Not to cut you off, but this is what I want to say. Right. Everybody's perspective of real is different.
Everybody's.
So everybody think real is, oh, he my homie.
Right.
So he my homie. He riding. Right. He real.
Right.
He real because he riding. But this same dude that you saying your homie. He's saying he love you, right. But this dude don't love himself. He don't take care of himself. Right. He get high. Right. I mean, he don't love himself. Right. He don't take care of his kids. Right. But he's saying he love you. Right. Ain't no way another man or somebody can say they love me when they don't love themselves, right. Man.
Gotta love yourself.
That's real when you love yourself,
bro.
When you confident in yourself.
Right.
When you believe in yourself.
Right.
Because I look at people on how they treat themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Then I ask myself, do I want that person around me?
Right.
Like I told somebody, man, I don't even really sit with people that's 4 or 5 deep in my car. I don't ride around like that. Like I told somebody, man, if you see me with 5 people in one car, snatch me out. I must be getting high now. You know what I mean? Because I don't even roll like that. You know what I mean? So it's morals and stuff you gotta have when you letting people in your space, man. Especially in your vehicle or your house, in your home, stuff like that.
Business.
That close to you.
Right.
And I just want to leave off on this note, man. I want people to understand the closest people to you is the ones that envy you the most.
Ooh.
So they the ones you gotta watch out for. A hater always far away.
Mm.
I mean, we can pinpoint who's a hater.
Right.
They petty. I mean, they do a little petty hate stuff. Right. But the envious person, they're around you in case you win or in case you lose.
Ooh.
I mean, they might be secretly waiting on your demise, but they like, just in case this joker come up, I want to be right there with him.
I want to be right there.
You know what I mean? But they really, truly want you to lose. You understand me?
Man, listen. Wisdom, you've been spitting it. Jewels, you've been dropping them. Bro, you're only 23. So I don't see nothing but greatness coming from you. You know, I want to keep on talking to you. I really want to put that group together, so we got to sit down. Man. We got to sit down and rock out with that. I don't care if we just meet as men and hold each other accountable. We try to go in a different community. So for me, the vision of the Men of Honor was we get men from every neighborhood in the city. Then we get somebody to elect somebody from their area as a man of honor in their neighborhood, right?
Oh man, that's one of my next one of my next little things.
You feel me?
Yeah, exactly.
The man of honor then comes to a monthly meeting.
Exactly.
We talk about
that's what we're gonna put on, man.
What we
Matter
need
of
to
fact,
change.
that's what I want to do.
Yeah,
that's what I want. That's something I want to do. So we're gonna keep that going.
Yeah. And then that man of honor comes to the monthly meetings. We say what we're gonna do. So every month we're in a community cleaning up or doing something. Whether it's just having a barbecue or
you never
or
know how that's going to change people's perspective.
I'm talking about the youth, bro.
Yeah.
It's like it'll help the older men to understand the beef that we had, the problems that we had wasn't that. And I can't tell them it's not that deep because we got brothers that have died.
But what I'm basically saying, even though it is targeting the youth,
right,
that still trigger people my age or older.
Right.
Like doing them honorable things, even if it's like we start off like this. Protect and police your own neighborhood. Clean your own neighborhood.
Clean your own neighborhood.
So before, and then
cut your own grass.
Exactly. Then at one time, as everybody doing it as one, if it was like a drone look on top of the city, the whole city doing it all at once.
Right.
But just take care, like Sun Village, take care of Sun Village. William Penn, take care of William Penn. So it's like Bennett Homes, take care of Bennett Homes. Highland Gardens, take care of Highland Gardens. Take care of your own community. Let's start with our community first.
Right.
Then as Chester as a whole, you'll see everybody come together doing it,
Right.
man.
Right.
So that's the narrative we gonna push for, man.
Let's go. Whatever you need, bro. I'm here. I'm here to help, bro. That's all I'm here to do. Super proud of you. Keep on doing what you're doing.
Exactly.
Find your brothers, bro. Find your brothers. It's gonna get harder. It's not
Yeah,
gonna
it
not
is.
gonna be this easy.
As you know,
it's not gonna be this easy. It's gonna get harder, but it's worth it.
It's gonna be a fight. It's gonna be a dog fight, man.
It's worth
It's gonna
it,
be a
bro.
dog fight.
Trust me.
It's gonna
From
be
the
a
little
dog fight.
from the little stuff that I'm able to see, it's definitely worth it.
Yeah.
Right. I just wish I had some more brothers to help me do everything I need to do. But find your brothers, man. Hold them tight. You feel me? Let them know what you depend on them for, what you need for them to do, and when they don't do it, cut them off, bro.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Just
you
that
can't
simple.
carry no dead weight.
No,
man.
no dead weight.
No dead weight.
No dead
brother.
weight, man. It's CMPRadio.net. It's your boy, Uncle P, man. I just had an awesome conversation with the ruler, man, out here in the community, changing the narrative one step at a time. Listen, if you want to roll with him, if you want to hit him up, if you want to change some things in your community, just do it. Just do it. We'll see you. And I'll bring you in for an interview, and we can talk about joining the Men of Honor or whatever the ruler got going on, man. I'm super proud of him, bro. I appreciate you.
No doubt.
Right.
Honor.